You guys, I drank water for 9 days.
So you starved yourself for 9 days. This is a good thing? Hey guys, so Kristina of FullyRaw Kristina just fasted for 9 days, consuming nothing but water during that time. And I think this is a really bad idea. I think it's bad for her, I think it's bad for her audience, and I think it's bad for veganism. Fasting is starving. Taking in no nutrients for an extended period of time is starving. Call it fasting if you want, because it sounds better, but it is starving. For 9 days, Kristina consumed nothing but water, no fat, no protein, no carbs, no essential micronutrients like lysine or calcium or zinc or vitamin C. For 9 days. Yes, this is a short amount of time, and if Kristina were to follow up the fast with a super nutrient dense diet of vegetables and legumes and nuts and seeds, she could pretty easily make up for the loss in a relatively short amount of time. But there are two problems with this. First, is she going to start eating this way? No.
I'm going right back into eating fully raw fruits and vegetables.
Instead, she is going to go back to eating her fully raw diet of mostly fruit with some nuts and avocados and vegetables. High carb diets, high carb, low fat diets tend to be lacking in essential minerals like calcium and zinc and iron, along with some amino acids like lysine. And given the What I Ate Today videos that Kristina has published, it seems that her diet is no exception.
I haven't been taking supplements during this fast, but I'm probably going to be taking a few when I end the fast just to help get my body back on track.
Why? What is the purpose of getting less nutrients for any period of time? What is the purpose of eating in such a way or not eating in such a way that you have to take extra supplements to make up for what you did, to fix what you did? Why would someone want to do this? Fasting for detox is ludicrous. The main reason people fast is to detox, to cleanse the body of supposedly accumulated toxins. As many people thankfully pointed out in the comment sections on Kristina's 3 fasting vlogs, this is pseudoscience. Yes, you will lose weight consuming nothing but water. Is this detox? No, this is what happens when you don't take in any calories. Your body starts to consume its own fat, and if you go for long enough, its own lean muscle mass. This is starvation. Yes, you will likely experience symptoms like fatigue and headaches and like a weird taste in your mouth. Is this detox? No. I mean, it could be if you're coming off something like coffee, an actual drug, but otherwise, again, it is a result of not consuming calories, specifically carbohydrates. Your body goes into ketosis after just a few days of fasting or eating a very low carb diet, which means that it is now burning fat for fuel instead of glucose, giving you all sorts of wonderful side effects like headaches and fatigue and bad breath, and yes, even a weird taste in your mouth. This is yet another sign of starvation. Not eating for several days in a row or drinking, only juices for 30 days is not going to detox you any more than what's already going on in your body. Several organs, your liver and your kidneys, they do a pretty good job of filtering out harmful substances constantly. There's no evidence that juice feasting or fasting or doing some kind of other detox diet is going to make them function better. Is that even the claim? I don't know. Detox speak is so nebulous. It's impossible to tell. But I know detoxing just sounds great. We seem to be naturally drawn to words like detox and cleanse and purify. But please do not be fooled if you find yourself being drawn in by, Kristina's results during this fast or testimonials that you read about some kind of detox program or pill or whatever you're supposed to buy. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, what toxins is the program supposed to remove? Number 2, how does the program remove these toxins? And that's whether it's a water fast or a juice feast, a master cleanse, whatever. And number 3, is there any evidence for the claims being made? Is there any evidence that your body is full of toxins that can only be removed by drinking vegetable juice, for instance? 9 times out of 10, you won't even be able to answer the first question, and there's a good reason for that. Vague claims are used because, number 1, it sounds good, right? Who doesn't want to remove toxins from their body? And number 2, they don't know. The people selling these programs, they don't know. And the people buying these programs and paying for the fasting retreats like Kristina, they don't know either. Emotional detox is also ludicrous. But Kristina says that ultimately this fast is not about the physical, it's more about the emotional. She's had a lot of terrible things happen to her recently and a lot of stress from running her 3 businesses, and she thinks that doing this fast will help her reset emotionally and detox emotionally and feel more peaceful. Peaceful. First, I don't understand why someone would need to not eat to feel less stressed, less emotional, less upset, whatever. Is there any evidence that this is effective at all? To my knowledge, therapists don't recommend fasting to their patients and would likely lose their license if they did. Second, I don't understand how going to a retreat and not eating food is going to fix emotional or stress problems. Obviously, taking a break, going on vacation can help us feel better, at least temporarily in the meantime, but eventually we have to go back home. It's similar to what you see with rehabilitation centers for addicts. It's easy to be sober when you are in treatment and literally cannot use, but eventually you have to leave, and leaving typically means going back home and having the same access to your drug of choice that you had before. In Kristina's case, it is time to go back to running her 3 businesses. Holy shit. Did not eating for 9 days somehow help her learn how to manage them with less stress? I somehow doubt that. Fasting should not be encouraged. The biggest problem I have with Kristina's fasting videos is that she has a very large audience that's predominantly women and probably predominantly young women, people who are already so susceptible to these quick fixes for weight loss, the detoxing and cleansing and fasting. And I know Kristina says that she's not recommending this to others, particularly to young women, and that the fast, isn't about weight loss, wasn't about weight loss for her. But then she talks about how great her experience was during the fast and how doing it is, a next level, going to the next level after raw foodism.
And like I said before, this was the path of healing that I chose for myself. I don't recommend, fasting for everybody, but this is what I needed for me. After 10 and a half years of being a raw vegan, this is something that I felt compelled to do for me. For me, this was taking it next level.
When in all 3 of Kristina's videos, she mostly talks about how fantastic she feels and how great her fasting experience has been, would it at all be surprising if some of her followers want to join her, want to fast as well to get some of those benefits? When people can clearly see the weight that Kristina has lost because of the fast, would it at all be surprising if some of her followers decide that, hey, fasting seems like a pretty good weight loss program? I know that was the case for me when I was a silly raw foodist who believed that fruit was the perfect food and that fasting was the cure for everything. I fasted. I didn't listen to the guidelines that you should only fast for 1 or 2 days on your own. Fuck that. I fasted twice. I fasted once for 7 days and once for 10 days. And the second fast, I started to get this really weird taste in my mouth, particularly when I drank water. It tasted really sweet and weird, so I just drank less water. I am seriously lucky that I didn't do any serious damage. I know most people aren't as stupid as I was, but some are. Some will convince themselves that fasting is healthy. Just look at Kristina, she looks great, and that they can do it themselves as long as they take some, precautions. Oh, and they'll lose weight. I mean, that's just like a little footnote. That's not really why you fast, right? I mean, that's not why I fasted. I just wanted to be healthy and to detox. Okay, so easy. And even if they do get supervised fasting, whatever that means, I know of no legitimate medical facility that offers supervised fasting. But let's say that they do. Okay, it's still a bad idea. Again, you are missing out on important nutrients and putting your health at risk for no reason. There is nothing magical about fasting. Unless you consider ketosis and catabolizing your own muscle mass magical? Fasting, it's not good for veganism. Just like Raw Till 4 and 80-10-10 and the potato cleanse and juice feasts and the war on gluten and soy and coffee and like everything, I guess. Just like all of those, water fasting is not good for the vegan movement. It just aligns veganism, it already is unfortunately, but it further aligns veganism with pseudoscience, with cleanses and fad diets. It makes the vegan diet look like a fad diet, and it makes it hard for those who are vegan or who are looking to be vegan to actually eat healthfully, making it harder for them to stay vegan. And it's particularly bad when it comes from one of the most popular vegan YouTube channels with over 700,000 subscribers. Isn't promoting FullyRaw doing enough damage? Okay, obviously I'm not at all suggesting that Kristina is being malevolent, not at all. She believes this stuff, I think, and she, just like I did, and she's just as much a victim of pseudoscience and its promoters as I once was. That's not to say that she is blameless for the information that she provides and encourages people to adopt, just like I'm not. And, you know, this is why I do these videos so often, talking about particularly raw food, but any kind of pseudoscience within the vegan movement, anti-vax, anti-GMO, any of that stuff, because I'm not blameless. I promoted stupid shit for a while as well. And any way that I can help others, whether it's Kristina or just people watching Kristina's videos, anytime. I mean, those are my favorite messages and comments that I get from people when they're like, wow, thank you so much for talking about protein. You know, I'm eating more protein and I'm feeling so much better and I don't have cravings or whatever else. Those are my favorite comments. I don't know. It's a big regret that I have, I'm not gonna lie. I promoted some stupid shit, and I guess you could just say I'm looking to come across some kind of redemption. Is that the quote? Point is, I've now seen Fury Road 4 times, and I don't regret it. And it won Best Picture. Don't look it up. It did. It won. Okay, it didn't, but it won a lot of things, actually. Like sound mixing, sound editing, video editing, makeup and hair, production design. I want to say something else as well. I mean, that's pretty great, but Spotlight, really? Okay. Anyway, in happier news, that was weird, but in happier news, I wanted to end with a little thing about Ravana. If you guys don't know Ravana, she has a Raw channel, 80-10-10 kind of thing, I believe, and she recently announced that she is eating cooked food now, so yay, another raw foodist bites the dust. I mean, welcome to the club, Ravana. If you're watching this, welcome to the failed raw foodist club. It's good to have you. No, really, if you are watching this, that's great. It's cool that you are now eating better. Hopefully you see that you are eating better. It's cool that you actually like came out about it and just talk about it openly with people from experience. Not everyone does that, so that's like really awesome. And yeah, I don't know, maybe that sounds kind of condescending. Whatever, it's good news. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead and do so. Comments, questions, whatever. And if you want to subscribe, of course, subscribe. And if you want to support me, you can do so at patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. Thanks again, and I will have a new video very soon.